Okay, so this video isn't about diagnosing anything complicated, and I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing differently. Instead, I want to chat about something kind of subtle that a lot of folks over 60 have mentioned about their mornings. It's one of those things that often goes unsaid because at first glance, it doesn't seem that important. If you're hoping for quick fixes or easy answers, that's not what this is. What I'm aiming for here is to put words to something that comes up pretty often, yet we don't really talk about directly. A lot of people have shared that their mornings just feel a bit slower than before. It's not about pain or anything scary, just different. Maybe you wake up feeling okay, but need a little extra time before you're ready to get moving. Or perhaps you notice that your balance feels a little wobbly for the first few minutes after you get out of bed. Sometimes it's just a general sense that your body needs a bit longer to fully wake up and get going. We're not talking massive changes here. It's not stopping anyone from starting their day, and it doesn't really feel like a problem. Because of that, it's easy to brush it off as just getting older. In your regular checkups, these things hardly ever get a mention. It's not that people are trying to hide anything, but they just seem too small to bring up. Appointments are usually pretty short, and the focus tends to be on the clear stuff: pain, test figures, or specific symptoms anyone is experiences. Anything that feels fuzzy or comes on slowly often gets left out of the discussion. And if something can be easily explained away as just part of getting older, well, that's usually what happens. Now, paying attention to these little shifts doesn't mean you should automatically assume something's wrong. It's more about noticing patterns over time. I've heard caregivers say that they only really recognise these patterns later on, after things have already shifted in someone's routine. It's not that they weren't paying attention, it's just that these changes were so gradual and quiet and easy to miss. Being aware isn't the same as taking action. It's about getting your bearings. It's the difference between suddenly reacting to something and slowly understanding what's going on. Just to be clear, this isn't medical advice and it's not pointing to any one particular issue. It's just one example of how these small, everyday changes can exist quietly in the background without demanding attention. Whether it's something to note really depends on the situation, what's happened in the past, and the conversation between the person and, say, their doctor, not just on one single thing you've noticed. Sometimes, just having the right words to describe something can be really helpful if you ever do need to have that conversation.